Cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Raw Media, where we bring you all the real and woke. For today's video, we're going to be seeing moments where Ben Shapiro gets pretty triggered. Now let's get right into the video. Tempers flared when the co-founder of The Verge, Joshua Topolsky, took it to get Ben Shapiro on Twitter. Here's a look at the tweet in question.
Tweeting, quote, Ben Shapiro is the Jew who helps other Jews onto the train. Now, Topolsky... He
ended up deleting the tweet because he was getting bombarded with death threats and hate. But Fox News got Ben Shapiro on air to comment on the nasty tweet he received. What he said certainly didn't disappoint. He completely got back at him in a big way.
Joining us now to respond is the Daily Wire's Ben Shapiro. Ben, we're always talking to when the left is unhinged, and you have a special way of unhinging them. But this was really, I mean, I keep saying a new low, but this really is a new low. I've never heard of this person before, but I guess he's kind of big in the tech world. Where are we here?
I mean, I've been called worse by better, so...
Now we have a Ben Shapiro classic. He's one of the kings of debates, but what happens when he gets into a huge debate with another huge personality in Piers Morgan? Well, Ben and Piers were talking about gun laws in America amidst the tragic Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in December of 2012. He appeared on CNN's Piers Morgan Tonight on January 10, 2013. Ben said that Piers Morgan is a bully who tends to demonize people who differ from him politically by standing on the graves of the children of Sandy Hook, saying that he doesn't seem to care about the dead kids. This definitely didn't make Piers very happy.
By standing on the graves of the children of Sandy Hook, saying they don't seem to care enough about the dead kids. If they cared more about the dead kids, they would agree with you on policy. I think we can have a rational political conversation about balancing rights and risks and rewards of all of them.
Next we have Ben speaking at a college, and at this point in his little talk, there was a lot of SJWs in the crowd that just weren't happy with him. All just making so much noise and causing trouble. Ben, as expected, didn't take kindly to being rudely interrupted and had a very nice message for those people causing a ruckus. At number 4 of this video, Ben had some stern words for a fascist, and he didn't hold back at all. If you don't know by now, Ben speaks his damn mind. You sure don't want to make him mad. He'll pull all the stops, just see for yourself.
Okay, and you've got a bunch of fascists, damn fascists on this campus, who are trying to shut down political debate and trying to cloister themselves in this little cocoon of stupidity so they don't have to debate anyone or think about issues outside their kin so that they can feel comfortable. Guess what? Life isn't about feeling comfortable. Life is about bettering yourself. Get off your ass, you stupid pants.
Next, we have Shapiro talking about a various number of things. He believes that some of the things mentioned are stupid and he just doesn't care about anyone's feelings. Check this out.
We're going to go through and talk about today. We're going to talk about diversity. We're going to talk about white privilege, we're going to talk about trigger warnings, we're going to talk about microaggressions, and we're going to talk about safe spaces. So the Hall of Fame of stupidity.
Now we have Ben, who had some gifts, especially for the SJWs that were in attendance. His gifts were pretty much insinuating that SJWs are soft. The gifts were pretty funny. Just check this one out.
You're wearing around these safety pins. I brought a whole pack of safety pins just for you. And then to accompany those, I brought the diapers you ought to be wearing. So you can pin that up. You self-indulgent, pathetic children who can't handle anybody who has an opposing point of view. Yeah, you're real.
Coming up next, we have a clip of Ben Shapiro doing some sort of conference, and when he's asked for his opinion about something related to the black community, he gets laughed at, and let's just say he didn't like that.
Because it has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. And when you have a culture that doesn't... You know what? Explain to me. You explain to me why black kids aren't graduating high school. Explain that one to me. Explain to me why black kids are shooting each other in rates significantly higher than whites are shooting each other. Explain to me why 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murder. Explain to me why the number of black kids in prison, not for innocent reasons, not for walking down the street and getting pulled into a prison.
Shapiro just immediately claps back, getting visibly upset and angry that these people were laughing at him, and you can even see how the faces of the other people at the conference changed dramatically.
To come out transgender is horribly difficult, and being transgender is about the bravest thing you can do. Did she deserve the award?
65?
Yes.
Why are we mainstreaming delusion?
It's not delusion.
Why would you call it delusion?
Because Caitlyn Jenner, I'll call him Caitlyn Jenner.
No,
because
it's
that's
her. You're not being polite to the pronouns.
Because
disrespectful.
Okay, forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings. It turns out that every chromosome, every cell in Caitlyn Jenner's body is male with the exception of some of his sperm cells. It turns out that his brain structure is male. It turns out that he still has all of his male appendages. How he feels on the inside is irrelevant to the question of his biological sex.
Next, we have a clip of Ben getting triggered over the fact that people are calling Kris Jenner a she even though she's transgender. Anyways, let's have a look.
In terms of the science behind gender dysphoria, you're very familiar with that, Zoe.
Very familiar.
It's not about the chromosome. Excuse me, the chromosomes within our nuclei. Yeah, go ahead.
Chromosomes don't necessarily mean you're male or female.
Gender.
With gender,
gender identity. Go ahead. No, so
especially, but even so, you have a thing like Klinefelter's syndrome. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
Would you like to discuss the genetics? Or no?
Well, no,
what
no.
are your genetics?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
No, I know. Well, but wait, to be fair,
Coming up next, we have a clip of Ben Shapiro saying that a BLM movement was stupid and idiotic in the way that it was done. Anyways, just take a look.
Our beloved First Lady that I care so much about said, when they go low, we go high, and I went as high as I could.
Here with me now, Ben Shapiro, editor-in-chief of the dailywire.com. Ben, 2 hours she was perched on that statue. What did you think of this stunt?
I mean, it's idiotic. They then had to evacuate the entire island because they decided to do this stunt.
While walking out, the SJWs replied with another chant, but then Shapiro had one more very pleasant message for them as they walked out. I wonder if the SJWs like fingers.
White supremacy! Get out! Yo, you're a baby!
Thanks for watching this video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now, guys, and we'll see you next time.